February 3, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, PUC conducts assessment of market dominance in telecom sector. Independent senators double down on opposition to SpeedNet acquisition. And a fatal shooting reported in La Democracia. Take a first break and return with the news in detail.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank. Building the future together.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, text, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio. 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet and Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
Every major road network in urban and rural communities, the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Houses Road Maintenance Units are doing the work and making a difference. But this program is much more than just cleaning roadsides and patching potholes to enhance road safety. And it is much more than picking up garbage dumped illegally or thrown from passing vehicles. This program is about providing steady, stable employment to Belizeans in every district and giving them the opportunity to positively impact their communities.
This present government here, the Ministry of Infrastructure and Housing, has created a unit which we call the Road Maintenance Unit.
Well, we work for MIDH. We do road maintenance. We take care from the boundary of Orange Rock, Corozal to the border.
That is a normal routine, chopping and leave the place clean, make the tractor can pass, no stone, no iron, nothing, no sign is on the way for the tractor man.
We maintain the culverts for sub-repair for when the storm comes, pick up the garbage that is all around, so when storm comes, the open drains are clean so water can flow good.
We patch up the streets and maintain it clear, right? Like patch it with premix and tar and stuff like that. The entire Corozal district.
Every day we do like chip and seal. We patch the road, like cut out the hole and put premix in the hole, put tar first, then put in the premix. And we maintain the bus shed there, cut out the bus shed there, make sure people safe. I think when they go bus shed there, could breathe some fresh air. We pick up the garbage there along the highway and we maintain from Malante to Belize City on the George Price. And from the Philip Golson, we go all the way to Cooking Tree. And we make sure all the roads there, all the holes there cover and people who drive could drive safely there.
Right here we are working in Toledo. I see the much appreciation of the people that they're happy what we are here for them now. And they could see the work, and it's proof right here.
He helps me a lot because I can maintain my family, my bills, got a straight job, working with the government 17 years.
Yes, this is something very important and very necessary that it provides job all year round.
This is the way I make my food, so I have to do it.
It help a lot too, I could provide the house, help pay a bill too, I couldn't do that in the past years too. So since I did this MIDH and help, I make sure I do my part because bills there for pay.
I've been working here at MIDH going to 18 years. And I'm so proud that I am working in this ministry.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. The Public Utilities Commission, PUC, has conducted a comprehensive review of the telecommunications market in Belize and has released a preliminary 58-page document on its initial findings. The PUC explains that the review, quote, is intended to safeguard consumers and other users of telecommunication services by identifying where competitive limitations may be scarce to prevent risks such as excessive pricing, reduced service quality, limited choices, and unfair treatment, end quote. The assessment focused both on retail and wholesale markets, with the former looking at services supplied to end users, including fixed mobile and bundles, while the latter focused on services and facilities to other licensees. The PUC concludes that BTL appears to enjoy significant market power across all 11 market areas assessed, or across the entire telecommunications value chain, beginning with retail services through to wholesale interconnection and international connectivity. In the case of retail mobile subscribers, BTL dominates 65% of the market with 321,659 subscribers, while SpeedNet only controls 35% with 171,331 subscribers. When it comes to the retail fixed broadband internet market access, the PUC has found that BTL's, quote, broader and more integrated service portfolio and its capacity for nationwide bundle offering compared to SpeedNet and other cable-based operators allows it significant market power. Under Section 42 of the Act, the PUC may determine that a service provider is dominant. If the PUC makes a final determination that a service provider is dominant, it can impose obligations, restrictions, requirements, or prohibitions to address competition concerns. Notably, Section 42, subsection 4 also states that a licensee shall not enter into or give effect to any agreement, arrangement, or understanding which can significantly lessen competition. The PUC is inviting comments on its findings. The deadline for submissions is March 2nd at 4 p.m. Potential remedies listed include retail price regulation, service quality obligations, and others. Comments should be written to info@puc.bz with the subject comments-initial determination on market dominance. The four independent senators today held a press conference to cement their opposition to the intended Belize Telemedia Limited buyout of SpeedNet Smart, citing insufficient supporting data. National Trade Union Congress of Belize Senator Glenfuel Dennison said it would be illegal to go through it with the acquisition in contravention of Section 42, subsection 4 of the Telecommunications Act, which prevents a licensee from conduct that would significantly lessen competition.
They teach us in law school that you could do anything you want, right? The question is whether it's lawful. And so that's how I will answer your question, Marisol. The Prime Minister is correct. He can do it. The PUC can do it. They can do it. I think they intend to do it. I think that is the intention. And this is what the people of Belize need to understand. That once the ink has already dried and monies has already been transferred, no court in this country can then go back and say to BTL, give back Smart. Reverse that. DG will then be too big to fail, to be penalized, you tax yourself. So when you then come and say, oh, I'm going to do this and it was illegal, the remedy then will just be what? Pay the fine. That is a breach. And then we can't suspend your license because how we are communicating, we don't got no other choice then. You understand? So yes, they can do it. And that's the danger of it, is that if they do it, flouting the law, right? Without regard for whether it's legal or illegal. Because the fact that we're asking the question whether it's legal means that you should pause and reflect on whether it is. Because that question will be determined later. And if it is determined later, after you don't do the deal, you can't turn back. Once you sign to tell Mr. Ashcroft that you want to give on this money, then the man can then sue you for enforcement of that. You do what you want, it's your regulator, sir. You signed a binding contract with me to buy my company. I acted to your detriment. Don't pay me my 10 million. Let's go. You think by the time the court order is issued, 10 million now don't transfer? Mr. Ashcroft no own the bank?
Senator Dennison called the Public Utilities Commission's review of the telecom sector and its statement a PR stunt and said the regulator has misconstrued its role. However, the PUC today held a discussion with the media and explained that the market dominance assessment is separate from the proposed acquisition. The application currently before the PUC is for BTL's acquisition of SpeedNet shares, not its license. The PUC officials explained that as such, there is no process set out in law to guide the approval process. Additionally, because 3 of the companies that were to be bought are no longer part of the deal, the PUC is awaiting an updated application from BTL. Here's Sheena Garnett, the PUC's Communications and Consumer Affairs Manager, and Internal Legal Counsel Stacy Greenwich.
It is a live it's a live case that's in front of the PUC, and as you may be aware that the PUC and the decisions that we make are quasi-judicial, and we do not, or we are unable to comment until a final decision has been made on whatever has been submitted in front of us for review. Now, what that process is, the first thing that needs to occur is the PUC receives documentation of whatever is the intent or whatever that agreement is. Once we have received that information, then the PUC would then follow through with reviewing that document, and whatever the telecommunications act prescribed for us to do, then we would continue that process. And so if it is prescribed that we are to go to a public consultation, then we would follow what the regulations say. Right? So what we can speak on right now is that we had received that document, and that document, there's been a lot of changes from that initial document, and so we need to just receive whatever is that final submission from the party that is interested for the proposed acquisition.
So BTL cannot sign an agreement to buy out the shares of SpeedNet without the PUC first approving that.
The PUC's approval is required.
But they can make a board decision to say, okay, yes, that's the direction we're going to go. And they won't be in violation of the act.
Well, I can't speak to the actions of the board, BTL's board, only as to the remit of the PUC.
Garnett went into detail of what the process regarding the assessment of the market allows and disallows.
To answer your question, if this public consultation on the assessment of the telecom sector's market dominance assessment, what this public consultation does not do, it does not approve, reject, or put any penalties. It doesn't approve, reject any mergers, any acquisitions, or any transactions, any at all. This public consultation is clear on not doing those things. What it does is it allowed us to look at the market, and this public consultation document and review has been in place way before the realization of a proposed acquisition. And so what it does is we need to put things in place. We need to continue, as Ms. Stacy said, and identify the markets and the changes in the markets. And this is a legal tool, this is a legal structure that we can use for it.
So this is not an exercise, for the avoidance of doubt, this is not an exercise that springs out of the application you all received on January 8th, or the notice you received on January 8th. This is a independent, coincidental, really, exercise that started some months ago.
It is an independent exercise that started months ago, yes.
How many months ago?